your own life experience that brought you to wanting to give others a platform to share theirs?
Hmm. Hmm. um, well, I'll go with the getting involved with We Will. Starting Evanston Live TV. I mean, I just came back from LA and I moved back to Evanston, and I realized we just didn't have a platform, so I felt I needed to fill that void. So, I mean, that's pretty much why I did what I did. I love hearing other people's stories, and I think it's important that people get their stories out there. But getting involved in We Will, Alexandra had asked what would be one of the first things I wanted to do, and my whole thing was systemic racism, and I can totally relate to Dilnaz, if I'm saying her name correctly. Yeah, I hated school for the same reasons, the exact same reasons. I felt so misunderstood. I started out on the south side of Chicago, you know, it was all Black students, had no problems, but then I came to the north side, and it was like culture shock. And it was only a few of us, a few Black students in the class. And all of my best friends ended up being from all over the world, Lebanon, Japan, Russia. And it was a beautiful experience, but the teachers, I totally felt like I was treated differently. And in the history classes, I didn't see representation of myself. I only saw stories of slavery. And fortunately, my family told us more of our history, which gave me more of a sense of myself. But I noticed in other Black children, they didn't have that. And so I saw the difference. I saw the difference. My Jewish friends, they had Hebrew school. They had more of a confidence about themselves. They had more of a sense of self, of their culture, their religion. And, you know, we didn't have that unless you were taught that at home. So growing up, you know, I heard the other women on here talking about the gun violence. I lost my father when I was 9 to gun. He was gunned down. Then my stepfather was murdered 2 years later. I just lost my nephew 3 years ago to gun violence on the South Side. I've lost a ton of friends. And with all of that, I take it back to education. And it's about a sense of worth, a sense of self-value. And so will always be God sent to me, because I had no way of getting that pain, that anger out. I had no way of processing and helping my people. I didn't know what to do. So, I mean, Evanston Live TV, being involved in the entertainment industry all my life, that was, it wasn't, it's not enough. To me, it just felt like it wasn't enough. So We Will came at the right time, because I felt like I could do more. So when Alexandra taught me this process of how legislation works, I'm like, okay, we're going to tackle education, and I want all Black children to have a sense of self. I don't want them to just think that they came from slavery, because that makes you feel horrible. It makes the other kids look at you like you're beneath them. And the white children feel superior because that's how the books make them appear. And I know that there's more to our history prior to being terrorized. So I wanted to make it mandatory that the schools throughout the state of Illinois teach pre-enslavement, who Black people were prior to, that we built civilizations and kingdoms, and you know, we contributed to medicine and literature. We were these amazing people. And I truly believe that will help to build self-worth, self-value, self-knowledge, and create better race relations, because other children will come to appreciate who we are and what we've contributed to this world and what we still contribute to this world. So that has been my inspiration, and to do the work to push for that legislation to get passed. Thank God J.B. Pritzker signed off on it. Our language is still in it. He signed off on it March 8th. And I just truly believe it's gonna help kids for generations to come. And that means the world to me, the absolute world to me, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with this pain, with this anger. Evanston Live TV it's a great platform for people here in Evanston. It provides a voice for everyone. But that legislation was very healing for me personally, to help my people. And then the other bill was the Inclusive American History Bill, to include everyone's history. I think it's important. And it was a fight to get that done. Alexandra knows, Erica knows. It was a fight. People did not want the truth of our history told, but it's important, and I really believe that it's going to start to chip away at systemic racism, and that's been my inspiration.
Thank